Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome, Pisces, to your reading. This reading will be for you from the 28th of March until the 18th of April 2021, guys. Okay, so we will check your reading in a little bit of a different style where I'm not going to use the conventional tarot deck, but rather I'm going to use the Lenormand, okay, which is a kind of an oracle tool for us to understand your energies from a little bit of a different perspective, although more or less we will get the real message out of them as well. Okay, so we'll check. But first thing first, guys, what I'm getting is that Pisces, new beginnings and concerns. So there is something in your life, guys, that you are thinking about. Okay, something which is new for you. Could be love, could be money, could be wealth, could be career, anything. Something that is refreshing, something that brings you back your joy, your happiness, something you strive for to learn every day. Maybe, something that gives you back your pleasure, some new profession you want to pursue in your life, some new love that is coming, you're thinking about it. But whatever that situation is, guys, it's definitely um, kind of making you think around this phase. It's kind of giving you that opportunity where you're thinking by yourself what you can do, because the animal spirit is the woodpecker or the opportunity. Look, which is talking about, the more open you are to receiving, the more chances you have at succeeding in every part of your story. So, you know, something will knock on the door of opportunity, and you have to see where it leads you. Focus less on particular outcome now. Instead, be open to many different versions of this picture, that you will understand. But with the woodpecker, it's also a kind of a reminder never to give up and always keep your options open and fluid, which is clarified by the card of pathway. Now, this is clearly talking about you looking at something to move, right? To move. And this is where you're concerned about that story a little bit, because you might have an opportunity that you have already heard, or or you're thinking about it. But you're definitely looking for a route to move towards something that is more fulfilling in your life going forward, Pisces. Okay. So it is a good energy. It's definitely a very, very nice energy, guys, because this energy is talking about a new beginning for sure, but at the same time, it is also talking about some refreshing change in your life as well, Pisces. Okay. The bottom of this deck for the animal is the spirit card of mystery, right? Which is talking about, that you can unlock your deepest desire when holding gentle yet persuasive intention. So don't give up, but be gentle about it. Don't be very rough. You know what I mean? Like, don't, because if you have that Ace of Wand energy, which is very competitive, very pushy kind of an energy, you won't get it. So you have to be very gentle, yet very persuasive towards your goal that you're setting for yourself during this portion in time. The bottom of this deck is recognition and reward, which is the, card number 3, which is talking about you getting back something in your life that you want to move forward to. You want recognition, you want the reward, you want people to celebrate you, you want to celebrate other things in life, some kind of a situation like that, where you definitely would be humble, would appreciate your gift back from the universe as well, But at the same time, this is like saying a thank you to the universe for giving you the opportunity to move towards your ambition or your goal in your life as well. Okay, so very, very clear cut message from my spirit in here. The bottom of the fortune deck is the family room. So it looks to me that you are devoid of something in your life, Pisces. It could be sentiments, it could be people, it could be emotions, it could be fun, but something is not there right now in your life that you are looking for. You're looking for an opportunity to fill the space in here and give birth to something, like I said, give birth to something that will really make you feel happy, will bring about a refreshing excuse me, refreshing change in your life as well. Okay, now we have two oracle cards in here. The first is talking about courage or energy. The second is the spirit card. So what I'm getting out of these two cards in here, guys, is that your vibrations are rising up. That want, the desire to manifest something new is really on the rise, right? You are like, you don't want to be stuck in the same place where you have been, but at the same time you do know that you need the courage to do what you want to do to move forward. And so you're kind of, the spirit world is coming up in here to push you past your place and soar you and kind of make you rise over that, to give you back that courage and that vibration that you need for this new beginning in your life as well, Pisces. So something very beautiful is happening. Call it a transition, call it a change, call it anything, but something that will make you happy, truthfully speaking, right? You really want to feel enlightened, you want to feel happy, you want to have some refreshing change in your life as well, Pisces. Because it also could be that you're tired of being in the same place wherever you are at this point, right? Wherever you have been or wherever you are, you could be tired of that situation, right? So you want maybe a new love, or you want to bring a new profession, or you want to do something more creative towards your part of this story, right? At the bottom of this quantum oracle says planning and action. So there is some amount of manifestation with your energy in here at this point. That's going to happen. But like they said, be gentle but be persuasive. Don't be very pushy. Don't be very aggressive towards that situation. Otherwise, you will have problems, right? So that is what they are letting you know during this phase in time. Let's look at the card of courage in here. But definitely, you are rising above the place from where you have been sitting for a long time. To bring back this courage, because if you see this card and you see the pathway, guys, they're very similar. They're very similar in regards to the depiction here, because over here it's a transition towards a new story, and over here it looks to me that you're just waiting to take that road, right? But you're getting back your courage on this part, to take that pathway towards your place of opportunity, whatever that is going to be knocking at your door. Okay, something beautiful, something very nice that you want, something very encouraging to you, very motivational as well, very inspiring, something that your heart is desiring for it to make it happen, right? So this courage is very similar, like, you're just kind of on the verge of making it happen, on the verge of seeing the bigger picture, on the verge of going forward, right? On the verge of doing something new, right? Because there is definitely a clearance that is going to happen in your life, guys. From wherever you have been stuck or sitting, or destiny is now coming in to shake you up and make you move. It can be anything for anybody over here at this point in time, right? So, something that is very enriching, very nourishing, very, very creative, resourceful is happening in your life or will happen in your life, guys. Okay. So let's look at angels of the four direction, and you are being quite blessed because you got two spirit card over here, Pisces. So which clearly tells me that you guys are being um, supported by the universal forces to take on the road or take on the challenge, because it could be like you might have a little bit of a challenge here. That's the courage you need to face that challenge in your life as well, guys, right? So something that will give you back the opportunity towards a new pathway, something that you're craving for, something that you're waiting for, something that you are, right? Something that your heart is wishing, your heart desire is, right? Something that your heart desire is, because the bottom of the deck is the mountain in here, right? So, which is talking about some kind of a challenge, some kind of a challenge that you will have to cut through in order to reach the place that you want to go towards, right? So there is still some hurdle, some challenge. That is probably why you're thinking about the whole situation here, right? That is why you're kind of giving it a little bit of a thought as well. Because see, with courage, you got stars, and it's clearly talking about your destiny here, right? It's clearly talking about something in your life that you are being guided with the tower that comes in here to clear your path. Because it looks to me that you have not been able to move earlier with regards to something you have wanted in your life to manifest, right? So there is some kind of a clearance, I would say more so, with regards to this opportunity. Because see, with then you have fish, and fish is talking about um, finances, income, right? Resources, financial resources, possessions, material possessions, where you need to find your mental balance as well, guys. So what they are telling you here with the fish is follow your intuition here. Listen to your inner voice, because you are definitely moving and you have the courage, you're getting back the courage to move towards something better and bigger in your life. But you definitely have to find your mental balance in order to do this for yourself. So it's very important for you, Pisces, to listen to your inner voice, because this is your card as well, the fish, right? Where you are that deep psychic soul underwater kind of a situation, right? Because see, again, with the fish, it talks about the topic of money, right? The topic of money that is very closely linked to your self-esteem as well. So you could be feeling that you are lacking in that self-esteem because you don't have adequate finances with you, or there is a lack of finances, right? But when there is a lack, we find the beginning of what needs to change internally first within us for us to get back our courage. And that is where the tower will come in order to clear your situation internally before anything happens externally for you, Pisces, is more so what I am getting in here for you. Okay? Because see, remember I said the mountain is here. The mountain is the part of the challenge story in here for you. So that is where the hurdle is. That is where you need to find your peace, your inner voice. You have to follow your intuition, because definitely this is why, you know, you're looking for an opportunity that you can move towards for a new beginning, but at the same time, the lack of financial things can affect your movement. So that is why they are telling you, Pisces, that you have to be a little bit more encouraging towards your own understanding, guys. Towards your own understanding at this point. Let's look at courage in here. Let's see what my Sibylla has to talk about, the courage part first. Because you definitely want to increase your personal resources, financial resources, move into, maybe some of you guys want to move into a different area of your life, maybe change locations for some people, change jobs, change professions, change your lifestyle, but you definitely need that courage to make that, because somewhere, like I said, somewhere there is a lack of self-esteem that you're going through, right? So with the courage, guys, there is an element of surprise for you in waiting. Okay, and then you have the consultant. So you might hear something from somebody in here that could be a little bit surprising for you as well, which you have not been expecting, right? So your inner voice also could be the consultant, where you will suddenly find some new opening, or you will suddenly find some new pathway. That will be a kind of surprise even for you as well, Pisces, because you might have not been expecting that to happen, right? Something is waiting to surprise you. Something is waiting to surprise you that will in turn bring back your courage and help you move towards your part of the story. But this is where they are saying that listen to your inner calling. Because see, with stars, it clearly talks about your destiny, right? It clearly talks about you being refreshed, rejuvenated, recharging your batteries, getting back your life, for some even health, money, everything, right? That makes you happy, love. But this is a big time vision you have. Also with stars, it's all about visions in life too, right? What is your vision? Where is that vision you are carrying forward in yourself, Pisces? So you could be surprised at your own visions as well, right? You may have never thought about this before. It also could be that, right? That all of a sudden this is like out of the blue, it strikes you and you're like, wow, I didn't see that coming, right? Let's look at the stars, because stars talks about being navigated by the universal forces towards your long-term, short-term visions, whatever that you are carrying back in yourself at this point in time, Pisces. Something very encouraging. See, from a stalemate, yeah, you have been stuck in a place, guys. You definitely want a change of your life from wherever you are stuck. You have been blocked. You may have been refusing to compromise with something in your life. Maybe you were probably not thinking of a relocation. You were stuck in that place. You were not willing to compromise with a change of place in yourself as well. For some, I'm even getting that. Right? So this is where the star is showing up, which is clearly talking about you now coming out or wanting to come out of this particular energy. And you could be surprised at yourself too, Pisces, with your inner calling as well, as you being your own consultant, to know that you haven't thought about this change before, and why haven't you thought about it? Right? It could be anything, because To me, it looks like that you have been stuck in a place or a situation for a long time. Maybe some of you guys have been stuck in an old job that is now kind of getting boring for you, right? It could be anything, or in an old place, or in an old city where things are just kind of the same every day in and out. There is no change. So you kind of feel that you had probably refused to compromise with the change before, where the star is now coming in to say that you need to change. You need something refreshing in your life. Let's look at the tower, because see, the tower is again all about clearance, all about change, where a lot of old stuff goes down the drain and new things come back to life. That's the tower. Voluntary, involuntary, that's a different part of the story, but tower is all about some kind of a rapid change in your life is also the part of the story. It's going to be very sudden. Maybe that could be the surprise element in your life as well, Pisces, that all of a sudden you might receive some kind of information to think ahead, to look ahead, where you could be also going for an inner retreat in yourself to understand, because you could be feeling trapped in a situation as well, where you haven't received help as well. You could have been quite lonely in yourself too, Pisces, right? You could have been very lonely in yourself as well. You know, sorry, it is like an old foundation, right? An old foundation in the background, and there is something new around it that is developing, right? So, what they are saying is learn from your experience. Learn from your experience how you can move out of the stalemate situation here towards your new development, because you might be having issues with loneliness, feeling trapped, seclusions from people. You probably may not have been interacting much with people. That's where I said the family room is kind of empty as well, right? Something in your life that needs to change. With this, you get the strength card, right? Which is the Queen of Wand energy, which is calling for being open and active to the situation of change in your life now, right? You have to be open and active to receiving back this situation of change that is kind of developing, where you probably, like I said, you probably have to now concentrate on your intuition more, because there could have been a lack of self esteem, which is where you haven't been able to move, and you could be pleasantly surprised with your own intuitive part of the story about the whole situation as you kind of look into it more closely and give it a more practical approach towards this situation. Let's look at the fish, because you want to increase that source, right? You want to increase your money, your health, your self-esteem. You want an increase in that, and fish is generally talking about an increase in your situation. So from something that has been depleted, right, in your life, you need to bring back that kind of an energy which is going to give you that abundance back into your life once again, from a place where you have been trapped and feeling secluded or lonely in your life as well. Right? So, this is the very important part of the story in here, Pisces. Very, very important. So, this is where the Emperor comes in. So, what they are saying is you have to have that be the energetic leader in here. Be very energetic in yourself. But again, don't be pushy. Don't be pushy, because being the emperor, you could also become a little bit pushy in here, right? Because Aries is the sign of fire. So you could very well get into that leadership role, but at the same time, you could become a little bit aggressive towards the situation. But this is where that spirit card is telling you, be gentle and persuasive, but don't be aggressive with your situation, Pisces, because if you become aggressive, you won't be able to make things happen, right? And don't become impatient, because this energy could be a little bit aggressive, could be a little bit impatient, could be very assertive, because they are taking a lead role, right? But at the same time, you have to maintain a balance. Because if you push too hard right now, Pisces, you won't get it. So that's why they are telling you, sorry, excuse me, that's why they are telling you, learn to control your internal balance right now. Very important. Learn to understand yourself better. Learn to focus on your situation of how much you can push and what you have to push and what you cannot push. Okay, because see, with birds, you have the story here, guys. This is a very restless energy, very impatient, very restless energy that is catching up with you because you're excited about something, Pisces. Okay, you're excited about something. Um, could be relocation for some people, like I said, right? But it also could be a little bit of flighty situation, being a little nervous, being a little hectic, and being a little bit superficial at the same time. You know, where you could possibly have problems understanding other people's words or, you know, messages or communication as well. So you have to think. You have to think twice before you answer. Because there could be a lot of gossiping around you at this point. So you need to turn your back away if you hear anything of that sort that occurs in your life, guys, okay? And do not make your decisions in haste. Give it an importance. Consider what is important for you long term. And take an overview. Because, like I said, this energy of restlessness, impatience, pushing too hard could be catching up with you, right? So you have to be a little bit careful on this subject in here, Pisces. Let's look at the angel of the four directions. What does my spirit have to say here first? Let's see. Excuse me. Yeah, that's why Spirit card is here to guide you throughout this story, where they want you to maintain your balance, Pisces, and not lose your balance, because there is a very strong chance in you becoming very restless and very pushy as well. So if you go into that energy, you won't be able to get it, because you could be very excited and you want to do things all at once. But again, take your time to consider your long-term options very, very carefully, right? Because you don't want to take a hasty decision and then regret anything in life, right? Excuse me. So you have to think twice before you answer anybody, before you communicate with somebody, because there could be there could be a misunderstanding with people, with communication, receiving and delivering messages to people around this time of the year. So you have to watch yourself very, very well, Pisces, with regards to this situation. See, impediment. This is the card of death. So there is some kind of change. 100%. There is some kind of change that is coming into your life at this point in time, guys. And that's where you're probably feeling very excited, very nervous, very flighty, right? Which is where you want to push things because you're very excited for something in your life that you really want to achieve. But again, they are warning you guys, do it, no problem. But be very careful. Be very, very careful with your understanding as well. Especially gossip that could have happened or will happen, right? So if you need to do something, Pisces, don't pay attention to the gossip of what people are talking around you or behind you. Do your work, excuse me, concentrate on yourself, right? Understand yourself better and work towards it. Work towards it because you will get it all. You will understand yourself better because see, you get the lion, excuse me, which is all about self-esteem, which is all about pride and ego, right? But which is also being fair and justful, being very heart-centered, right? Very majestic, very authoritative, full of self-esteem that could have been lacking, which you're going to get back. And you will be surprised at how you get back your self-esteem with this new beginning in life, with something pure expansion, guys, a pure expansion that is happening with regards to your self-esteem. So therefore, whatever that fish was talking about, and with the emperor energy, you're taking on that leadership role, Pisces, but at the same time, be very careful how you balance yourself. Very important. How you actually balance yourself. Because if you do anything wrong at this point in time, you will be stopped. As simple as that. So you have to be very, very careful about your own situation in your life and your communication with people in general as well. Because see, you have the gentleman here and you're looking at the heart. So man or a woman, doesn't matter. Somebody over here is a man of the heart, right? The heart is opening up in here. You're looking at your future. It also could be that you're leaving behind that kind of gossip, you're leaving behind the kind of misunderstanding, you're leaving behind something that did not serve you in order to open up towards your future opportunities. So this could be your past situation as well, where death is coming up to change everything in your life as well. And you will be pleasantly surprised to see how your energy is changing around the same time, as well. So this flighty nervousness that you had, the restlessness that you had in yourself, Pisces, could be something of your past. Because now you're looking at the heart, you're looking in the front, you're looking at the future. Because this is the most important opportunity that's coming up in your life. Because see, the heart and the mountain, right? These two cards are talking about that, you will try to prevent what is predicted in your life, no matter what it is. So you will go past and above whatever that situation is to reach the place that you want to reach, is also what I'm getting, guys. Okay, because see, with this, with the gentleman card, like I said, man or a woman, my readings are never gender based. So it could be anybody, but it's somebody who's looking at the future opportunity with regards to what they love. Really. So they could be leaving their pride and ego back. They could be getting back their self esteem. They could be getting back their heart, being very heart centered, being, towards a very careful, pure and carefree expansion towards your future goal in your life, Pisces, is also what I'm getting. Okay, let's look at the gentleman here. Because this is somebody who knows what they want and will not stop for that. See, Lily. Yeah, there is a lot of maturity, an established ambition in life towards this new beginning. Because heart is something that is talking about something that is coming deep from within you, Pisces. Because you see, excuse me, the heart stands for love, luck, partnership, intimate feelings, and being very wholehearted, right? Something that really triggers your heart. Like I said, somebody could be falling in love, giving your heart away, trusting people you love, turning your passion into a profession. It can be anything for anybody. But, being aware of what brings joy back into your life. When you want to contribute to a relationship, instead of thinking about what it is supposed to be, you just want to be a part of it. What does your partner need from you, really? If you're turning your passion into profession, what is that you need to do? Bringing that giving and taking into an equal balance, the reciprocity kind of a part of the story. It stands for something that is very, very close to your heart. So something that is purely your desire. You want to manifest. And this is where you're becoming more established, ambitious, experienced. You want that achievement in your life. Maybe some of you guys have that sexual urge as well, right? For somebody you truly love. It could be anything for anyone, guys. But it is what it is, right? So whatever you're looking at, nothing can stop you because the mountain is here, but your heart will be so powerful that it will overcome all obstacles that is standing in your way between you and whatever you're trying to do with regards to your heart in here. Let's look at the heart story. Yeah. Rider, you're waiting for that movement. You're waiting for some news to move forward. Excuse me. Where there will be, where there will be total liberation for you guys. Yeah, you're waiting to liberate yourself from an old situation, bringing back some very fresh ideas into yourself, bringing back a change, a relocation, something you need in your life, Pisces, something that is missing, something that you're truly wanting to make it happen now. And that is what you're working towards and you will be working towards. And you're waiting for a green light to move towards this part of the story. Some kind of information that is still waiting, but there is an information that is coming in. Something is coming in, guys, and something will make you move. So it is just a matter of time. It is just a matter of time before you can change your story, Pisces, towards the area that you really want to go and move forward towards in your life at this point. So, this opportunity is knocking at your door. But, like I said, you have to be very open in receiving that story. You have to be open in understanding yourself. You have to be open towards your increase. But like I said, don't be too pushy. Be persuasive, but be very gentle towards a situation that is developing back into your life as well, Pisces. So, some kind of information is going to be delivered to you that you're still waiting to receive, which will help you liberate yourself and move towards a situation that you want to really move forward towards as well. Let's look at the rider here with my Sibylla. Let's see what the rider here says. Success, yeah. Success with your money, with your stability, with your foundation, right? That's when you can start the journey towards whatever you are looking at for yourself in here, Pisces. So you're waiting to receive an information that is going to help you move towards your end goal, towards your success where you want to be victorious once again, and you're waiting to receive back that recognition and that reward in your life once again, Pisces. Okay, beautiful. So there you go, guys, and this is the energy that is catching up during this time frame. So enjoy this reading. Until we meet again, till then, goodbye, God bless, Khuda Hafiz, Namaste.